Alright, buckle up. It's time to strip away the bullshit, hit you with some hard truths, and turn your mindset upside down in the most empowering way possible. So let's break this down. And I'm not going to coddle you with soft words. You know how you logically see success, love and joy in other people's lives. But for you, it feels like something that'll never happen. Sound familiar, right? Here's the thing, you're stuck in a loop of self-doubt. Believing you don't deserve a good life, that you're broken, weak, and not enough. And I'm here to tell you this. That's the biggest damn lie that you've been telling yourself. So what's happening here? This isn't just some negative thinking or low self-esteem crap. No. This is a pattern that you've been running over and over and over again. Your mind has learned to expect hardship because it's been hard. And guess what? The brain loves patterns. It clings to the familiar, even if it's uncomfortable, even if it sucks, even if it's not working. This is how survival mode kicks in, keeping you on the edge, anticipating failure, because you've learned to expect disappointment. Your brain's like, well, it's been hard before, so it's going to be hard again, right? But that's where it gets tricky. Your brain doesn't care about whether the old way is working or not. It just wants familiarity. And the moment you break that loop, everything changes. Let's start with a simple one. How are you already doing this? Because you've done it before. Remember the last time you were convinced you couldn't succeed? That time you felt like shit, like nothing was going to work. And you're absolutely certain you weren't going to get what you wanted. That's the pattern. That's what your brain is doing. Whenever it feels like things are too good to be true, it slaps you with doubt, fear and anxiety. And you've probably been running that story for so long, it becomes second nature. But here's the deal. You're already breaking that pattern every time you do something different. Whenever you take a tiny step toward believing you do deserve better, whether it's getting out of bed when you don't feel like it, or saying something positive about yourself instead of tearing yourself down, that's when you break the cycle. You just don't notice it, because you're still focused on the big picture and the stuff that hasn't changed yet. So how do you do it in new ways? Let me make it crystal clear. You've the power to change this. You think you're stuck in a cycle of negativity, but your mind's ability to rewire itself is powerful. I want you to think about it like a broken record. That same tune is stuck in your head. But what happens if you flip the record over? It's the same record, but you're listening to a completely different side. So here's what we're going to do. Interrupt the cycle. Whenever you catch yourself thinking, I don't deserve happiness, you flip it. Flip the record. Say to yourself, that's an old thought. I'm breaking the pattern. And I don't care how stupid it feels at first. Just say it. Practice gratitude in small things. I'm talking tiny stuff. Maybe you woke up today. Maybe you got a sip of coffee that didn't taste like shit. Celebrate that. It seems small, but you're rewiring your brain to recognize goodness instead of focusing on what's not working. Visualize the change. I'm not talking about sitting around hoping the universe will throw glitter at you. No. Visualize yourself in a better place and feel it. Let that emotion, that positive energy soak into your body. How does it feel? How does your chest expand? How do your shoulders feel lighter? This isn't just a daydream. It's your brain creating a new future for you. Why is this important? Here's where science steps in. Your brain is wired to survive, not necessarily to thrive. And right now, it's just doing its job. But survival, that's a damn low bar. Thriving is what we want. Here's the science. Your brain loves patterns, like I said earlier. So when you start interrupting those old patterns, your brain creates new neural pathways. Every time you take that step towards positivity, you're literally wiring your brain to believe that life can be different, that you can get what you want. And you do deserve a good life. And guess what? This becomes easier over time because the new pathways get stronger. You're not changing everything overnight, but bit by bit, you're upgrading your mind. You know the thing you're scared of, the fear of rejection, of failing, of looking stupid, that's your ego, your small self, trying to keep you safe in your little comfort zone. But here's the truth, and I'm not sugarcoating it. If you keep listening to that fear, if you keep playing small, life will pass you by. You're wasting time. And if you don't act, that lack of action becomes a part of your karma. It's like karma's shadow, always there, whispering in your ear that you could have done better, that you could have been more, that you could have reached your potential. But if you do take action, you break the cycle, you unlock more of your potential. And that creates a ripple effect. You act, you take a chance, you stop holding yourself back. And then you live a life you deserve. This is where it all comes together. Big picture. You want to change your life. You want happiness, success, love, joy. But the devil's in the details. What you do every day counts. It's in the micro decisions you make. Will you wake up? Will you take the next step? Will you choose a thought that lifts you up instead of dragging you down? Now, I'm not going to lie to you. It's going to be uncomfortable. But here's the thing. That discomfort is where the growth happens. It's the forge where you turn into the person who can handle success, love and joy. Not the one who's always waiting for it to fall apart. So why the hell are you afraid? I'll tell you why. You're afraid of getting hurt again. Afraid of disappointment. But what are you really afraid of? Are you afraid of not getting what you want? Or afraid of failing and having to feel the emotions of it? Because let me tell you something, the pain of not trying is far greater than the pain of failing. Because failure is a lesson, rejection is feedback. But staying stuck in this I'm not good enough loop, that's like walking around with weights tied to your ankles. The longer you stay in this funk, the more it crushes you. So let me hit you with one last thing. Your future is right in front of you. It's waiting for you to wake up, to take action, to believe in yourself. If you don't, you're going to keep feeling like life is a struggle. But if you do, if you take this moment right here and say, I'm done with this limiting bullshit, everything changes. So you're ready. Get the hell up. Flip that record. Break the cycle. And let's go get the life you deserve.